It is our second and last full day here in Singapore. We were very busy yesterday, so we decided to take a break today and just, yeah, go slowly. We came to East Coast Park to have a little picnic by the ocean. It's a beautiful day. And it's a different part of the city that we haven't been yet. Today we're doing a different video, and it's a bit different because
it's gonna be a green video. We do a lot of traveling, and we've been trying different ways to leave as little of a footprint as possible when we travel. So we thought maybe today would be a good chance to share with you some of the things we do and some of the things we brought with us to help us become more green travelers, and hopefully it helps you become a more green traveler in the future when you do your own vacations and trips.
there are many things you can do to minimize your impact on the environment when you're traveling. One of the things that we like to do is just to walk places or rent bikes instead of renting our own car or bicycle or motorbike. And of course taking public transportation if that's possible for you. The second thing is
reducing the amount of plastic you use when you travel. Mari and I always have to have coffee or juice or something in the morning. We're always filling up later on. We could do that by getting cups each and every time, and plastic straws each and every time. But for this trip, we started traveling around with this, which we absolutely love. It is a foldable cup. Really cool thing to have. It comes with its own little lid right here, and a spout you can open. It's good for cold drinks, it's good for hot drinks. If you are drinking hot coffee, very hot coffee like I had this morning, it comes with a little plastic sleeve you can put up there, which is very nice. And if you so choose, it also comes with a very handy straw.
and of course I have my own too. This one is from this Swedish brand Stojo. We ordered it online from this company called No Waste Now in Hong Kong. We'll of course leave the link in the description below.
So that's drinks. There's also food. We love food. Who doesn't love food when you travel? Most of the time when you travel, you're going to be eating in restaurants and you're going to be eating all of your food, hopefully, at the table. However, there are times when you need to take your food away or you can't finish something. You could get a plastic or a styrofoam box, or you could just travel with something like this. This is also foldable, packs up very nicely in your bag, just like the cups do. We're having a picnic today at the park, so we stopped at a restaurant to pick up some food and order a takeaway. Very easy to just give them the box, tell them what you want, and have them put it in the box for you. We've got two, one for me, one for her. That's room for two different meals, appetizer and main dish right there. So we're all set for a picnic today, which is really nice.
Yeah.
This one also comes with a nice reusable utensil.
Right.
Speaking of reusable utensils.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get this in your city. All of this, like these foldable containers, they're everywhere. And if you don't want to buy a kit like this one, you can just, you know, put a spoon, a fork, and a knife in your bag and just bring it along with you everywhere you go. We love eating street food, so we don't want to get plastic utensils every time. So this one is pretty cool, but yeah, as I said before, you can just bring your own from your house and it works just as fine. And finally,
last thing before we have lunch, staying hydrated, something that you always need to do when you're traveling. You could keep going to the same convenience store or different convenience stores throughout the day and buying the same kind of brand of water. Plastic bottle, plastic bottle, plastic bottle. Or you could just bring a reusable bottle.
Yeah, it keeps your water cool. You don't have to buy individual plastic bottles. What we usually do is we buy a huge jug of water, we keep it in our hotel room, and then we just refill it throughout the day. In Singapore, we're in Singapore right now, there's drinking water everywhere you go, and they're very happy to refill your water bottle for you at restaurants. But if you're somewhere where there's no drinking water.
So for example, in Southeast Asia, if you go on a tour, it's very possible that the main office that you book with is going to have a water cooler there that you can fill them up. If you go on a scuba diving trip or snorkeling trip, they're always going to have a big jug of water on the boat that they're taking you out in. There's also a very good chance, especially if the tap water isn't good to drink in some countries, that hostels will have their own water coolers that you can fill these up at before you leave for the day. Very useful. It's just a few things that you can bring around with you that helps you to lessen the size of your footprint when you travel. So with that,
let's eat.
bikes.
Aside from being green, we're also showing you some of the better places to see the entire skyline of the Singapore Central Business District and the Ferris wheel and Marina Bay Sands and the trees.
And the trees, yeah.
And it's all accessible by bike. I mean, you can get here too on foot, I guess, but the bike is just cooler.
So we've come to Marina Barrage, and yeah, it's just a very beautiful place for you to take videos and pictures. It's nice, it's a beautiful day out, it's very breezy, and yeah, rent a bike and come all the way here. You can see the city from a different angle too. It's really cool.
It's so hot here.
It's a very hot day today.
But if you're looking for the #1 place to have the best unobstructed view of the city of Singapore, look no further.
Yeah.
It's way too hot. We're going back to the park. Final note about renting bikes here in Singapore. It's actually quite simple. There's share bikes all over the city, like literally all over the city. There's not even a dock. They're just out in the streets. You find one, you scan the QR code on the app that you download, and off you go. You pay the price later. It GPS tracks you, everything like that. There's a bunch of companies that do it. It's all great if you have an internet connection. We didn't. We don't have SIM cards. Because we said that we were coming to Singapore for 2 days, so what would we need SIM cards for? So instead we had to get these bikes here, rent them, and bring them back to the same place. Which unfortunately took away a lot of time being at that Marina Barrage.
Well, future us will buy SIM cards next time.
Yeah, I think we could have stayed there a little bit longer to catch
Yeah.
sunset.
Oh well. Time, and we're having burgers. We really hope you enjoyed this video.
What we do may not be a lot, but we like to think that even a little bit goes a long way.
We also hope that this video gave you some ideas on how to become a greener traveler yourself.